The Path. Single player, walking simulator style, psychological horror game by the makers of The Secret World and Age of Conan Fun Time. We've literally just finished it about 10 minutes ago. Yolly, we played it together. Thoughts?
It was alright. It had some good points, had some bad points.
So I feel like maybe we have a bit of a difference of opinion here.
Why? What did you think of it?
I mean, I thought it was... Well, I'm a massive wuss, for starters. Maybe I should just caveat this whole thing with that. I'm a massive wuss.
That's true, you were the one playing and you did look away for a good 60% of it.
Yeah, so I think there was some parts of this game that lived up to the name horror, and there were some parts of this game that didn't at all.
No.
If I'm being honest. So the game sees you play, you're playing a young woman who goes into the path looking for her son, and you know the path's all dark, it's all creepy.
Well, it's not to start off with, it's actually daylight and then it turns to nighttime for no reason.
And that you fixated on that for a long time.
Sorry, carry on.
But it does do that really quickly for no reason.
It's
though.
really dumb.
And yeah, I mean, you've got to admit though, the game looked gorgeous.
It did look very good.
It looked incredibly good. There was some,
Like every angle as well, there was always something good to look at.
yeah,
Very nice.
and I think the actual world building and the atmosphere was palpable. I thought. I think the actual crux of the whole game. I mean, this is a narrative-driven experience, and well, I don't know about you, but I thought the narrative was very basic. And I mean, we guessed the ending 5-10 minutes
Really
into the
soon
game.
after. I can see how it was trying to be subtle, but it just really wasn't.
Yeah, I mean, when you first started the game, it took you on like this little swan ride, and it really meticulously explained the story of Hansel and Gretel. Now,
Which makes sense towards the end of the game, but they definitely could have just like put a Hansel and Gretel book there or something.
or maybe
just
like just notes. I don't know. Like
anything else other than that 10-minute swan ride.
it was odd because the dialogue from the main character is really well recorded. I thought like it was really well delivered, but yeah, that. I mean, it's not even a spoiler, really. It's just, it's so in your face and just like not, as you said, not subtle.
Yeah, 1 minute she's just saying, oh, like I got with a guy and he died, then she's suddenly like, he saw things at night. He looked like he was going to kill me.
Yeah, I mean, it's short, it's concise, and I appreciate that. Like, as a little horror game, like maybe this is something that you could, and I guess this is probably why they made it. This is something you can just sit down with maybe a group of mates or by yourself and just experience it as one sort of chunk of like an experience and then just be done with it.
It's definitely a one-off.
It's definitely a one-off. I mean, I wouldn't play it then, but...
You barely played it properly the first time. You looked away for most of it.
Well, that's because I'm... So I'm a massive wuss, and admittedly, if we're going to talk about the horror aspect of this game, which is probably the most important part of a horror game, let's be fair... I think it started off doing horror really not well at all. And in fact, the first maybe 25 minutes of the game was like, I was tense because the atmosphere is so great and the graphics look so good and the voice acting is so good. I was expecting the stairs to be better than they were. But then when they happened, like, I'm going to play this bit right now where the boy gets hit by the roller coaster. Did you enjoy that? How terrible is that? Like, that bit is just really bad. But then there's one bit which is very much like PT. I won't spoil it because I think if you're going to play this game, it's kind of the crux of the thing. It's kind of the main finale. That bit was really tense
That
and
was
really
good.
well done. It was really well done.
And if you're not a wuss, it's probably best to examine everything because
Yeah.
it gets creepier. It's good.
It's not the scariest thing in the world, but
Parts
its
that were
atmosphere is
scary
very
were
good.
either really creepy or really, really not creepy. It was like one
Yeah.
extreme or the other. There wasn't anything kind of middle ground. going
Yeah,
on.
there's like one enemy design that features quite heavily in the game that is just so Nightmare Before Christmas, it's
Yeah,
unreal.
Just looks like Scat Kellington.
Stat Kellington!
Jack Skellington
Yeah,
with a weird face.
yeah, and this is a really masterfully designed game in terms of its world, and a really masterfully designed game in terms of its audio. The audio is great.
I liked the way she developed the story because even though it was predictable, it was still interesting.
It's short, it's sweet.
Mm,
Would you say it's worth £10?
it depends.
Depends on what.
Personally, no,
Okay.
but for people that do enjoy that experience, probably, because it's probably worth it for that end bit. That was good.
Yeah.
But then at the same time, the very, very end bit kind of felt like a very childish sum up of something you already knew.
I guess
I'm very much in two minds about it.
I guess if you are looking for something to play on Halloween that you really want to play, and you're just looking for something that's short and a bit intense and a bit like, ooh, what's gonna happen? Like maybe this is quite a good.
It's fun. I didn't get bored.
No, it is fun. I was definitely engaged all the way through. I'd say it's a solid 7 out of 10 kind of experience.
Yeah.
For what it is, and for the price point, because it's only a tenner, let's be fair. And I think even just to look at the world and experience it, you know, with the really nice music, the really nice audio, there's some really nice visual cues.
It does guide you quite well as well. I assumed we'd get
Yeah, it
lost
did
quite a
really.
lot, but
Yeah.
it's quite good at the way it kind of makes you go one way and then you know which way to go next, and
Yeah.
kind of makes sense.
If you're curious, there's maybe you're like the developer. I think if you're a Secret World player, you're probably going to get something more out of this as well, because the world is set within the Secret World universe. Yeah, no, it's good.
I think I could agree with you, 7.
A 7, yeah.
Like, I enjoy playing it with you as well.
No, it was the playing it in 2-player, yeah.
I wouldn't have done it on my own.
No, yeah. You see, I'm a wuss, but you weren't taking that.
I could pretend I wasn't being the worst because I could be like, God, just walk Liam, but I wouldn't actually have to play it. So.
So there you go. Alright, there, so, yeah, The Part, available now on Steam.
It's alright.
Yeah, that's a thumbs up from us.
Oh yeah, they can't see.
They can't see.
I did a thumbs up just for the record.